La Heb just ran a really good race there under Richard Hills. Of course, the first ever runner for Roger Varian, so that was nearly a good start to his career. Just ran out of third, close home, but still a nice fourth prize.
Well, this is the race from the aerial camera. You can see they're just approaching the first bend now. As I said, Jason, what did you make of the pace? They did appear, I thought, to go quite steady early on.
It looks like they have gone sort of a sensible gallop, and that's where Calvados Blues there. You just see Blue with the white cap got shuffled back. And I did actually think for a nasty moment Ahmed was going to struggle to maintain that partnership. That's at a Chinchon nearest us in the yellow. Irish Flame then is third from last. Stone Last was never got into it at all. It was number 14, wasn't it? King Dancer. And I think off this kind of pace you don't want to be too far back. The eventual winner in the all blue is in about 8th by the looks of it. Nicely tucked in there, and another brilliant ride from Frankie. You can't take anything away from him, but Christoph's in the right place, you'd say, at the moment, setting a steady gallop up front on rulership. Deem, very distinctive, isn't she? Almost white there, runs well for a long way. Dangerous Midge is chasing, but isn't.
He's down in then, I think, on the line, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he
was. Distress signals going out there under Martin Dwight. That was too bad to be true, I'd say, almost, from him. And,
what can you take out of the races? As you said, I'm assuming you're going for Calvados Blues as being the one who was most unlucky of these.
Yeah, you think, and he's only sort of probably scraped in as almost the last qualifier, I'd say, for this race. Connections will be very, very pleased with that run. Deem, sort of Dangerous Midge is now going backwards very, very quickly in 5th. Redwood comes through with a nice challenge. Green with the pink cap next to the grey of Deem. But the winner's just in behind, tracking. You got the feeling that rewilding Frankie Dettori has considered Redwood to be his main danger, and he's quite happily let him tow him into the race. La Heb is running well up there for Richard Hills for the new trainer. Irish Flame threatened briefly on the outside in at that white bridle, but was never really going to throw down challenge. And you think now Calvados Blues there. Ahmed Achtevi wants to throw a challenge. Should he follow rewilding and Frankie through? No, he's going to go inside. And that gap is going to close on you, Ahmed, sadly, and
Deem, absolutely.
She was lucky to stay up, I'd say. Yeah. That was nasty.
I mean, Redwood's has ran a cracker, hasn't he? First run for a while. He's got to come out with some credit, hasn't he, Laura?
Yeah, I'm delighted with that, and I have to say Michael Hills must be sick at the back of Frankie, because that's the second time he's chased him home on this horse. Was when Frankie won the Hong Kong Bars on Mastery. We're just talking about you.
Yeah, I mean, what a massive weighing room that is. You almost fit a racecourse in the weighing room, couldn't you?
I was asked earlier on the radio how much camaraderie there is, and look at that. He's going to get cheers from everybody as he goes back, and he looks delighted. I remember last year he came away from this meeting empty-handed, and he came and watched the opening ceremony with us, and he was, not disappointed, but just sort of quite pragmatic, and this year he'll be on a real high. That was a very, very good ride he's given this horse, and the same earlier on Sky Surfers.
I wonder some better go and get the mop out, hadn't they? Well, as you can see there from that shot, the tension is beginning to mount here as the runners for the $10 million Dubai World Cup circle in the pre-parade ring. And it won't be long until they make their way underneath the tunnel, underneath that grandstand, and enter the main parade ring, where everybody can get a full view of the runners for this very, very highly competitive 14-runner contest. And I don't think we could get any more zeros on that caption there. 10 million. I think that's a fair prize for this race. It is a brilliant contest, and there are plenty of horses in with chances. I do not think, if you go through, you cannot rule anything out at all. There's nothing I'll look at and think hasn't got a chance. I mean, even Richard's Kit, he's one of the outsiders, but he's got form. He ran in this race before. He finished ahead of Twice Over's favourite of the race. Nothing you can say cannot win this race. It is a thoroughly exceptional spectacle of a race, and there will be plenty of selections here. Plenty of people have gone for many different horses. That's a look at Flydown, who represents Nick Zito's yard in America. Then you've got Monte Rosso, the City of Gold winner, followed by Prince Bishop, lovely looking individual, ran well on his debut here in the Emirates. Closely followed by Cape Blanco, who's sort of vying for favouritism here with Twice Over. Aidan O'Brien sat his first runner in the world's richest horse race. There will be absolutely no room in the parade ring in a few moments' time. It is bulging with people who want to get a look at these horses. And here is a look at the runners and riders for the 2011 Dubai World Cup. Number 1 is Flydown, represents Nick Zito and Julian Laperoux. Monte Rosso for Mikhail Barcelona and Mahmoud Al-Zaruni. 3, Prince Bishop got the red cap of Godolphin. 4, Cape Blanco represents Aidan O'Brien and Jamie Spencer. 5 is Christophe Clements, the Roman Dominguez ridden Gio Ponte. 6, Victoire Pisa from a strong Japanese contingent here. Mirko Demiro rides. Musia, the winner of the UAE Derby last year. Gitano Orlando, Transcend. Number 10, Poet's Voice. 11, Richard's Kid, the favourite Twice Over for Henry Cecil and Tom Queally. The filly, Buena Vista, Ryan Moore. 14, Golden Sword, the mount of Kevin Shea for trainer Mike de Kock.
That is Shinji Fujita there in the crossbelts. He rides Transcend. And here's a close look at Monte Rosso, number 2. He's a very good Group 2 winner. And that's Flydown, number 1. As you can tell from that cowboy hat, he comes over from America. And he's ridden by Julian Leperoux here. He's a horse who's owned by Saudi connections. And he was 2nd in a Belmont. And he's a very, very good horse. Last time we saw him, he was 5th in the Don Handicap. He's going to struggle here, though, I think, on a unknown surface for him. Number 3 is Prince Bishop. The way things are going for the boys in blue, you cannot rule him out. He's a nice, improving horse. He's got form over 1.5 miles. He's a winner over 1.5 miles, so we know he's going to see out this trip extremely well. And he was an eye-catching 5th in the Maktoum Challenge last time, behind Twice Over. 2 is a Monte Rosso. He's like to try and go from the front, Mikhail Barcelona, looking for a 2nd winner of the night, as is Mahmoud Al-Zaruni. He's a good horse. As I said, he's a Group 2 winner, and we probably haven't seen the best of him yet. He fully deserves his place in here, having won the City of Gold, which is a prep for the Shima Classic last time out. That's number 5, Gio Ponte, the 2nd US raider in the race. He ran here last year, finished 4th. In fact, he fared the best of those who who have a 2nd crack at the race. He's a good horse, particularly on the turf, and he certainly deserves to be here. Although I can't really see him winning it, I'm afraid. Which perhaps would be half a length, not good enough. This horse has been quietly slipping under the radar to some extent. Cape Blanco is late to arrive into the UAE. He's trained by Aidan O'Brien, as we saw earlier from Master of Hounds. He's got these horses right for the occasion. He looks absolutely lovely. He's been a little buck and a kick there, and he's another who gets a lot further than this.